Good morning, Cadre. Back with you for another edition of the Bad Blade series. And today we're going to be covering the Gillette Trac II. There it is right there. Lots of reviews and feedback and people asking me to do this shave. I actually have a bunch already. I didn't need to get sent any or go out and find any. This is on what's commonly called the Conk Ichabod handle. And there's the Trac II right there. This is actually with the lubricating strip on it. Very nice feature. And for today's brush, I got my Yaqi Sagrada Familia synthetic brush. Very nice. And of course, the shave wouldn't be complete without my favorite soap of all time. Soap Commander. I've got the commitment today. Sandalwood type. There it is. Yes. So, I'm going to do a little wash up and I'll be right back. We'll get right into it. Alright, we're back. As you can see, I've got my lather built. Very nice lather from the Soap Commander. I have to say, I do love Soap Commander. I've got just about all their scents of their shaving soaps and I love them all. And if there was ever a fanboy of Soap Commander, it's me. Yes, sir. Anyway, on to the Trac II. There it is. Let's go ahead and get this shave started. So a little bit of history about the Trac II. It was actually introduced to North America in the 1970s, early 1970s, I believe 71. It comes and it's of course manufactured by Gillette. And it's basically the world's first multi-bladed razor system, the very first cart ever invented, released by Gillette. I'm not sure if there were others at the time where Gillette got their ideas from. But at least for the North American market, the 70s was it. So, and this was a big departure from the traditional one-bladed system that had stuck around for so long, like so many of you others use. Where the Trac II actually has two blades in the cart head, as you can see there. 1, 2, with the lubricating strip. And it works as what Gillette labeled and termed with a method called hysteresis. And what happens is, actually, this is scientifically proven by Gillette, at least they claim so. The first blade would cut and then also slightly pull the hair out of the skin, just raise it a little bit so that the second would come in and cut right behind it. As a more efficient system and a much closer shave. And of course, this is a very mild shave. It's almost impossible to cut yourself with this. I'm not saying you can't, but it's very difficult. So you actually have to try pretty hard. But that's the first pass. Very nice so far. Really smooth on the face. Love that mild shave. No cuts or nicks at all yet. So I'm going to wash up and we'll be back for pass 2. So as you know from my Bad Blade series, I've only been doing about 2 passes with some cleanup, so I'm going to stick with that method today. So we'll go ahead with a kind of against the grain pass. And I think I could really do all 3 passes if I wanted. This thing is just so mild, provides such a great shave that I'm just really enjoying it. I could see many future uses of this. And let's actually talk about pricing for a second before I do my last pass. The Trac II actually comes in most cases in a pack of 10. As you can see right here, I've already used a few. I love these things. What happens is Instead of changing the disposable blade, as was more often people would do in their single edge razors or double edged razors systems, that people would slide in or clip on the handle instead of taking a blade out, tossing it, and putting a new blade in. A much more efficient system, much safer, people felt, and yeah, so Trac IIs are still sold today. You can get a 10-pack, like I just showed you, for about $20, which makes it about $2 a cart, roughly, with taxes not included and all that kind of stuff. But what's interesting is that Gillette, while they sell the Trac II, and there are a lot of knockoffs of these things, but they don't actually make handles for it anymore. At least they're pretty hard to find in most places. This is why places like Colonel Conk have made their own handles. So just an interesting fact for you, but there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get this pass done. Can feel that hysteresis at work. Definitely a little pulling, very gentle, lifting those hairs up. You know, if you're starting traditional shaving where you're using soaps and whatnot and brushes and more traditional razors, and you don't want to quite pull the trigger on that stainless steel razor or something like that, Trac II is a perfect way to get started, especially for the younger shavers who might be a little bit more afraid or timid when it comes to using a actual bladed razor. One minor drawback of the Trac II is that it really has no lather channel, so this thing gets clogged up a little easily. There's no way for the lather to escape, at least not in a uniform manner where most DE razors like we use these days has a what's termed a lather channel worked in as part of the razor's guard system. Normally there'd be a space underneath on a DE razor where the lather could escape out the back of the head of the razor and not clog up the blade area. But on here, the lather channel supposedly is actually right underneath the blades, but still on the head. I mean, I guess it helps with keeping lubrication and soap on your face, but yeah, it's a little bit inefficient that way. Kind of leaves a mess on the face, as you can see. So overall, still feeling pretty good. Got a couple little nicks there where the hysteresis worked a little bit too good. All right. There's the last pass there. Wash this bad boy out a little bit. Yeah, definitely hard to get that soap out of there. Not sure how the original Trac II handles were, but with that Ichabod handle, it makes it a little hard because everything's pretty enclosed. So I'm going to go ahead and wash up, and we'll be back with some final thoughts. All right. Well, that's the shave today. I'm going to go ahead and do my finish up now. I've got my little special witch hazel blend here. It's got witch hazel, some aloe, a little bit of osage, and actually some bay rum in there, master bay rum. So been testing that out the last couple weeks. Feels really nice on the skin versus normal witch hazel. A little bit of cooling from the osage and very small hint of bay rum from the master, but really makes the skin feel hydrated, which is nice. Good little mix for those of you that don't want to spend the full amount on a bottle of Thayer's or something like that that has aloe in it. But and then also, as a special treat, I was sent a bottle from Scott at Captain's Choice of their new aftershave that they're formulating. It's modeled after Floyd Blue, and it's got some menthol in it, a little bit of a old school barbershop kind of aftershave. I've never tried Floyd Blue before, but I do like barbershops. So let's see how this does. Supposed to give our feedback on it. Try not to spill it all over the place. Great menthol in there. Not too much. Much less than Osage and or Osage, however you want to put it. But nice little powder, very fresh. So you can definitely smell the menthol, though the menthol hit, at least initially, isn't that bad. It's building a little bit, but still very manageable for those that are kind of sensitive to it. It's more that freshness. Yeah, kind of like a Barbasol is where I'd put it at. A Barbasol, not quite as powdery sweet as Aqua Velva, but still very nice. I think Scott's going to get good feedback on that. Which is kind of interesting that he's bringing out a new scent when he got rid of his North scent. Although I think a few people, at least the Captain's Choice fanboys, are a little bit upset about that. But you know, got to make those good business decisions. So anyway, back to the blade. Trac II, I definitely give it a 100-pack rating if I could get a 100-pack of it. Excellent blades, very good shave, really nice, mild on the skin, and I love my carts, man. But it's been good to be back with you. I hope you enjoyed this. Please visit us at theshavingcadre.com. You can catch me there and a bunch of other great folks, and I'll see you on the pages. But what the heck was that? I tried. But this was the last video of my April videos. Definitely not a normal video for me. That was a imitation of one of our site owners. Good old Mr. Chad, C. Vargo on the site. He's a good sport for all the ribbing we put up with him. And I think it pretty much began with that that first cart shave that he did. I think he was on vacation or something, and he had forgotten his stuff, and he pulled out a cart, and he said, man, this isn't too bad. I could do this. And it just escalated from there. He's a good guy. He takes our ribbing in good fun, and I love you, brother. But so definitely not a normal shaving video for me. Just kind of a fun thing that I've been doing all April, if you've been following the videos. And this was actually my last one for the month. And so, but do visit us at www.theshavingcadre.com. Bingo finished up. Who was it? I think Chad won. Congratulations, Chad. Maybe you do deserve a little ribbing. But Nurse Dave called that bingo game, and Chad wins. So he's got some mystery prize, so we're all anxious to see what that is once it gets there. And then looking forward to the next game being called. Congratulations, by the way, Chad, on your new niece. And Nurse Dave, I saw your video this morning. I'm sorry I failed to get it out, my video. Not on my normal Monday schedule. Just wasn't feeling it yesterday, man. But here it is, and we'll see when it actually gets up. We have to do some editing first. But that's it. So www.theshavingcadre.com. I'm GearNoir there, also known as Chris. That's my actual name. But everybody calls me Nor or Gear or anything like that, and I'll respond to it. But visit us over there. Lots of great banner, lots of good information, people willing to help if you're struggling with wet shaving or have any questions, and just a fun place on the internet of all places to hang out. Drama-free. And we hope to keep it that way. So catch you guys later. Have a great week. Bye.